Welcome back, YouTube. This is more or less the explanation video of how this deck works. What you see before you is basically the bare minimum of what it takes to set off this combo and how you are really just kind of able to set it up. So I will do a quick cut and we will be back with the actual combo. Okay, so the bare minimum of what you can do to start this combo off is just to open up with these two cards. If you have Ravine or Terraforming and Foolish Burial or Blackwing Zephyros, you can do this combo. The thing is, though, that if you open the Foolish instead of Zephyros, is that you have to have a third card in order to discard for it. But if you open up Zephyros, it's fine. All you have to do is just activate your Ravine. As a cost, send Zephyros to the graveyard to add a Dragunity Phalanx to your hand, and then shuffle your deck. And then what you'll do is you'll pay 400 life points to add the Ravine back to your hand, and special summon the Zephyros from your graveyard to the field. You will then reactivate the Ravine, and since it is being treated as a new Ravine, you can still use the effect this turn. So you'll send the Phalanx to the graveyard in order to add a Dragunity Dux to your hand. You will then proceed to summon the Dragunity Dux, and you will select the Dragunity Phalanx in your graveyard and equip it to it. You will then go ahead and special summon the Dragunity Phalanx and synchro the Zephyros and the Phalanx into Dragunity Knight Variana, and then you will use its effect to take the Phalanx from your graveyard and equip it to the Variana. You will then special summon the Phalanx, and you will synchro with the Phalanx and the Dux into a second Dragunity Knight Variana, and from your graveyard you will equip the same Dragunity Phalanx, and then you will go ahead and special summon the Dragunity Phalanx. What you're going to want to do from there is just take the two Varianas and overlay them to summon Dragunity Knight, or not Dragunity Knight, Heretic Dragon King of Atome. And then what you want to do is you want to detach the Variana and send it to the graveyard to special summon a Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon from your deck in defense position. Then you can proceed to use Darkness Metal's effect, special summon the Variana you just detached for Heretic Dragon's effect, and special summon it. And then you can proceed to sync to a level 8 of your choice. The standard and best overall is Stardust, but if you have a different one, depending on the situation that you want to drop, you can be more than willing to. And here is why the combo works so well. It's because next turn, you will get a search off of Ravine. You will get a dragon from the deck of your choice, and you can bring back a dragon from your graveyard or a special one from your hand. Plus you have the Stardust Dragon just to protect it all. So what you do is you just load up this field, typically turn 1 or 2, and you just dominate. And there's a few different ways to do it. I'll go over another one next, so I'll reset everything and come back to you in a sec. Okay, so we are back with way to do it number 2. In order to do this, you need to open your Dragon Ravine or Terraforming, a Mistletoe, and either a Dux or a Phalanx. It doesn't matter which, but if you open a Dux, you will have to have a 4th card to discard for the Dragon Ravine. But what you're going to do is you're just going to activate the Dragon Ravine, and you will discard the Phalanx in order to search your deck for a Dragunity Dux and add it to your hand. Then what you will do is you will summon the Dragunity Dux, take the Phalanx in your graveyard, and equip it. Then go ahead and special summon the Dragunity Phalanx, and send it to the graveyard to special summon the Dragunity Arma Mistletoe. Then you will take the Phalanx you just sent to the graveyard and equip it to Mistletoe, and then you will special summon the Phalanx, and you will go ahead and sync 6. And you can do one of two things with this. You can either go to Variana and equip the Phalanx and special the Phalanx, just like last time, where the only difference would be that this is a Mistletoe instead of a second Variana, or you can go to Dragunity Knight Gaydarg. I'm going to go to Gaydarg this time because it's going to be the same thing as it was last time with the Variana, but anyway, what you'll do now is you'll use Gaydarg's effect to add the Blackwing Zephyros from your deck to your hand, and then you'll activate the second part's effect and send the Zephyros from your hand to the graveyard. So then you'll go ahead and overlay the two level 6s into King of the Tome. Use the Tome's effect, detach Gaydarg, in order to special summon that Darkness Metal. Then you will go ahead and use Darkness Metal's effect, bring back the Dragunity Phalanx from your graveyard, and then you will go ahead and use Zephyros' effect from the graveyard, pay 400 life points, and add the Red Eyes Darkness Metal back to your hand to special summon the Zephyros from the graveyard. You will then go ahead and synchro to a level 6, being Variana. Use Variana's effect, equip the Phalanx, and then special summon the Phalanx. Then you will go ahead and banish the Variana to special summon the Darkness Metal, which will now be at full strength because it was summoned properly and not through Tomb's effect. Use Darkness Metal's effect, bring back the Gaydarg from the graveyard. At this point, you can use Gaydarg's effect to send an Atlas if it is not already in the graveyard, or you can just send another Phalanx to get rid of a dead draw. And then you can synchro to your level 8 Stardust Dragon. And so you can open this a few different ways with a few different cards, and it basically comes out as the same result. So that's why I felt confident playing this deck, and I was doing really well with it. On DN, it was playtesting well, and I mean, had I been playtesting with it just a bit more, I might have made a few different calls, but it's because of this combo that I was willing to do it, and all you have to do to set it up is just open either Dux or Phalanx and Ravine, because all you have to do is just go activate Ravine, discard Phalanx, or if you open Dux, just discard a random card to send the Phalanx to the graveyard. Summon the Dux, equip the Phalanx, special the Phalanx, sync 6 to Gaydarg, use Gaydarg's effect, add the Zephyros to your hand, send it to the graveyard, and the next turn, no matter what you draw, just give you a random card. It doesn't matter what it is, because you can just use Ravine, discard it, search out a second Dux, summon the Dux, and proceed to use the combo. And so that is why I felt this was a good meta choice, because it was a lot faster than most of the decks that are tier right now, and sadly it didn't work out too well for me. But I'm hoping next time that I will do a little bit better and I'll be able to top an event. So yeah, that was the Dragunity explanation, and yeah, that was the combo. So peace.